The Caddy series is about these 4 crazy bush kids from Central Australia who end up in London during World War II in this amazing house that belongs to their very reclusive uncle, Uncle Basti, called the Kensington Reptilarium, and it's full of snakes and spiders and all crazy things, and they go on mad adventures. They end up in a stately home that was taken over by soldiers during World War II, and then in the 3rd one, the Lunar Laboratorium, they end up back in Australia. I wanted to bring my Caddy Kids home, and so they end up in Sydney. They have this mad adventure in Luna Park. There still exist in Luna Park, actually, old World War II tunnels under the cliff behind the park. I don't know what's there now, they might be empty, but I wanted to use those for those kids in 1945, 1946. So they go to Luna Park and then they end up in Central Australia. So they're a bunch of funny, crazy, madcap kids who go on mad adventures, but they've got a strong sense of family and a deep, fierce love of Australia, their country. The Kensington Reptilarium, the Icicle Illuminarium, the Lunar Laboratorium. I wrote these books because I have 4 kids of my own, 4 little buggers who are so addicted to the screens, it just drove me bananas. And I feel particularly with my firstborn, I did it all wrong. I was a working mum, I was writing, the kids, the babies were under my feet. iPads, oh my goodness, put them in front of them. That is what began the addiction, and I just went mad trying to grab those screens away from them and trying to get them to be readers. I handed those little buggers everything I could think of to read in terms of children's books, and they'd read a page or they'd read a chapter and they'd put them down, till it finally got to the point where I just thought, oh, damn it, I'm just going to have to write a book myself for these kids and put them in it. So that's what I did, and that's how the Kensington Reptilarium started. I've got 4 kids myself, so there's 4 kids in the book. Unfortunately, I'm not very good with male protagonists. So I've got, my eldest child is a boy, and I started writing him and thinking, he's not singing, it's not working right. So I turned him into a girl. Mortified. He'll be seeing a psychiatrist at 18. Lockie, I apologise, I'm so sorry for that. But anyway, it got them reading. That was the thing, it worked. I just wanted a book where they'd start at the first page and couldn't put it down, just read on and on and on and on. And I think I was thinking of Dickens in terms of the narrative drive, and how when he wrote his books, he was writing for a magazine. And so every month there'd be a new chapter of one of his books, and it'd end. Every chapter would end on an enormous cliffhanger so that everyone would want to buy the magazine the next month to see what happened. And I thought, that's how I have to write for children. And that's what I did with the Kensington Reptilarium and all 3 of the books. I just wanted the kids to race through the books and not be able to put them down. You should start at the beginning of the series, the Kensington Reptilarium, because that introduces you to the characters. So this is a series where you could read the Lunar Laboratorium first, but I mean, it is a self-contained adventure story, and that's absolutely fine, but the whole backstory of the kids and how they're in England and then they came over to Australia and what had happened to their parents, how they had to find them, you get a lot of information with the first 2 books, the Kensington Reptilarium and the Icicle Illuminarium. They don't take that long. You can read them. Okay, I must admit, as I was finishing the book back in Central Australia, I was thinking to myself, this could be the end of the series, but I've fallen so much in love with those crazy caddies. I love writing about them that it's really sad to let them go. So maybe I will continue with their adventures.